Director of Communication, MP, Ejuchi Komo. Kudus, me watching.
Me also.
Now, what to say?
Yeah, Danyamiase. Now, also,
me ho ye pa Kudus Ghana for kasa bebri utie commercial drivers union omkwa dom say 9th November omotigo montene so petrol sesia no 6.9 a liter, a gallon omoye calculation almost about 31 wada roma dear pa poti na ekoso wo ho ebi mu say OMCs the regulation abind to me MPA. Can't the government do anything about this? Amagana for bebre kasasa.
Me da wasi. Mami chia wini uti for nyina me chi na nhyeranye papa enti me chia.
O de fafra uti so ye go.
Mate. So two quick ones. First, me communications manager.
Okay.
Me director and just a quick one on that and me communications or communications manager
for MPA. Me ba cho munye changes the man one and the director bomfno.
Me that's it. And then the second one too is that I often hear people say the price of a liter of fuel is 6.9. And what I get is that to say Obia Efa, the price of one OMC, and at the end a deregulated market.
Okay.
And a deregulated market prices vary. A bikura almost on 6.1, a bimot on 6.4, a bimot on 6.5. But interestingly, P.
So most of it are not. They use the highest to make the
most of them. But at least just for the picture, so that and yet it's a perfect competition.
Okay.
And a price in a back when
okay.
Then the issue about whether government can do anything about it. First of all, min kasa emma abai, and I have to be careful.
Okay.
Me kasa emma MPA.
Okay.
Yes, and MPA, the regulatory agency for petroleum activities in the downstream.
Okay.
And we show a mandate. Okay, so first of all, there are people who are confusing the object of MPA. Okay, probably because they are still looking at MPA from when it was established. We share the objective of MPA when it was established in 2005. Mm-hmm. One of it includes fixing of prices of petroleum and its related products. But after 2015, there was an amendment that took away the pricing responsibility from MPA. And from 2015, MPA and pricing bill, and it has applied what they call the full cost recovery. And the way at the world market, there's no government intervention in it. Mm-hmm. And so you pay just as it is brought. Whatever cost that is incurred in the purchase, the transport, and the processing, everything would have to be paid for by the consumer. That's the law that we started operating from 2015. Mm-hmm. In fact, I think precisely July 2015, that Parliament passed the petroleum pricing formula. Okay, and the government hand in determining prices was taken out. Government hand in subsidizing petroleum products, particularly petrol, LPG, and then diesel, was also taken out. And what MPA does is primarily to do the calculation in determining the prices. And three things actually basically determine the prices. One is the ex-refinery price. Ex-refinery price, how much the product was bought at the world market, how much it costs to transport it, how much it costs to process it. Okay, so all of it will give you the ex-refinery. Then the ex-pump is about now the taxes, levies, margins that are added to the ex-refinery. Then it gives you the ex-pump. And so basically when the wealth prices go up, and say, radio, any TV, you realize that petrol has become a very big issue across the world. Obia complaining.
Mohammed Abdul Kudus, mitie wasama akabesia na kire se. Omanhene nyina wie no, aban so niema the taxes na aka no. Mo calculate na mo de aka ho na akọ X pump na yen yakoto meboa.
Yes.
Very good. The exchange rate is also a component meboa.
Yes.
Okay. Jina homa no soma mitiawa me wo GPR2 manager ewo Asante Matem Ira Smiler. Alaji Smiler, good morning.
Morning, Sabo.
Salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Okay. Yenyanti money transport ministry shi echina. Petro no se si a utie MPA manager ya ne kasa kasa mafu ya. Ocha se aban sanim ne ekoto na dwama nso ba no na eba na emom aban oso oje 22 ode beto so no na ema ekoba saa. Ti abufu aba mumrantie ni bebre kura se 9 omutingu mountain so yi. Se ne ye de so bo ba aban anye yi saa wa na.
Yo, ita wat me chawati fu ina. Aban se ni mo yeso aban se ni mo ye juma ye yelu. Eti ye koto petrol ni diesel ne ne ma ekoso na. Yeso yo kwa se ye traffic. Yeso ye de lorry fare eba na ebo adaba for ke afo. Nti yeso ye yami aduma the whole Ghana. GPR timpani fu. Ya fa. Ye beboa da ye juma ye ye no. Ebi ke ya for Ghana fu ina. Ira for bag. Ibi ti biara tie for sin na. Ibi a afunde.
Ose saban sanim ewo petrol ma musuma adwuma aban sanim se aban no na ebu man no eti se office eto
Dana abasu nebu man nti the petrol no omo ekoto na omo so the price bi omo petrol so abasu otumi so oso bambi.
Bana swala enti e kina e de enkomo na mo ne omukodie mo hia sasai.
Yedika yempani for the nyema akoto aban ni. So the be ya petrol no matamata hu ye hu biaro. Aban be mana kofem. Na nyema yehu na otwe milu na otwe yesa ni ye tutu petrol no. Ebe ma ye duma na ye no. Ebe boa amaboa Ghana fo. Na say ye free hu. Na da bia petrol ye tumi bia. Enye nwa say, tumi bia sadama fo so. Ye di be ka ho. We have to learn to na yetinye ska mental ama ye cast no tinedi Ghana for akwaba se bi o ha bi ankoba ye to si mienu ye be hia ya timipe ekọ magazine ena krum ye hwe enyema increase ya to fit no na ye so ya transfer ho adwene se be ya ye be di edikere be ka ho ama adaba for bra mo bre ka wi afọ double bro gam ho Ghana ememu aso omukomu so ede ajobo.
Okay. All right. Medasi. Na nyame aduma. The be free ma baby no beto twenkomo. MPA communication manager Mote 7 kasa na Alaji Smile so. Omo kire se saban timi anye ho bibia. Ne saban kasa se ase the regulation ti aban timi enye ne decide there. Any omo so decide ni saban so bam. Makra Akwaba bill, Ali Akwaba. Honorable proposal, so Akwaba. Okay, a quick one. Petroleum levies, no. I Ghana higher say taxes. Because I'm so almost about 14 as the same. But see, I know me share petroleum, me share clinker, or more mokra cement.
I'm here the cement.
At the ban. Taxes a guso. And I'm saying away better than cement to boy anything.
Na clinker ye money be Ghana.
There be almost it's imported. Now a be draw answer na wunyi free port one mon fan co a year factory no. Na a bona already cry was so.
Chana the name as ako frafra.
Oh, inti akwa to say aban no so here. Ye can say na my man yet to say I say aban no so ti wa say ohia sa nema no ga ewiase ayedin
ekonanim
o ye Ghana ni na wadwene ye o say Ghana be kone chia oboa. If any politician comes today to tell you say ono penso mema yato petro lesser oba they are some MPP for anchor opposition. Omba petro your mama was selling it 18.2. Dear Sam no banka.
It was prophesied by our first president. Was it forever?
No, Sam was never kono.
What shall come to?
San income share dear now. And they almost 31 Ghana cities. Me can 28 to be correct me say it's around 31 cities. Wow. So it tells you say we will go forward and go forward and go forward. Opa ma buying Temio. Manana danko Kufado are buying Meti Petrusu Emra 25 Ghana. Ne ko dwom ko hese ate ne maso a. One more moton ne ma no. Obeka kire say okofa ne ma ne bae no. Not that time or didn't man buy not dollar was so. It is a dollar cry a 5.5 and or ton man not dollar no a babe 4.5 10 cities na free so cry or say or ton the atenica and fasu boom and they will go just no almost so buoyant no. I buy petrol swa woman near so drivers a better. My drivers can say my buying petrol they will maintain the price no they will not change anything. On my catcher say, ye take petrol no extend rate was spare parts oil ne some near man so akushim. It will be a CCOB. I will be crazy if 30 years ago. As a two petrol are two then. What the cement a boatum? How? 30 years ago. See that 30 years ago. You're two cementing what they are. Or the dollar. And that dollar no the GOB a dime see 25 years ago. One day, Mitchell, what's in the career? It's on Ghana this year now. You need near Master regulatory rent control for the no way. One more Kenya. It's a quite to say, Obi your opportunity also booby. They say my buying for petrol now 25 cities. Now, cause say, or dock or two Kaneshi say, price and I a Jew mono. Yes, Sanwa. They will maintain it. And I rent control for the cars and be say, Oko Hind Diane, pay new law, no, you can say Joe more than 3 months advance. Oh, yes, I'm one that be an war, I'm say, I must have my hobby, so I'm the cut 2 years. Would you want mass match credit? That down ground, you never go on. What can you say? Or can you at the office? You never go on. Landlord, Magacho say, rent control for no more baby. And Canada, and executive manager. MPP and Casse, Wunya Juma, or Mobile Day, or Meha Diamond, or Money Juma, land owners no. Landlords no be dim commodity omo munye adwuma ye kwa afiniu omo munye adwuma civil service ne ade omakọ ama ya mo edan ni bia na how long na mo person se ne adwuma
omo won se
won say ye kan we wabem
da won se party o ba mem na do manifesto ba ya ade ba kwa se ehunu se she bia bia emfi 9 so and the yarn yen kakra na nam no bi di kona meka se bi so o mampanyini yade bai usa yade ne ba no bia nsusu se yade me ba bai ya so tie o mampanyi kaka no so hospital no aye ba bisi no usa na o si within 3 months so you can say na man for ka o no mampanyi ka wontimi nya wonye se so we say she because obesi da no a so nya ubesi hospital so nya ba bia benya dan asase fa process bibrim se sia me no kasa me metie uba nsuta ye hospital contractor house sia omo ye de sheti me gidi ye say
111
yes me gidi ye say me politics o man ade akwa me nim ye say ye twanto metimi aka aka ne pe say me pa bon makoma so ade say no ma MPP na na do danko akufo na MPP kan ye nyina se mfie na ani no ye betimi ayare ye bon pa ye se nyambe ye adom na yetimi aye empo si yentimi enyini nyina kra no a yetimi aye mududu no oba won se what the school mu na mmako school no 100% nye yize so betwa obi okra ade no ya betwa nyina kra do ma ke no be force atew kakra so nti 100% ndi o ma si yenya yo bet ya po modern say yeah, normal pet in the kind.
It looks like I did my best, but it looks for Ghanaians your best is not good enough. It's your some bomb so.
Me jitu. Oma mama class am che na metia say DC. Enya ade am be shift blame na ko bia. Metimi aka aka ni pen. Say betimi break the 80 a. E fa kese no nye MPs.
Enye mo MPs.
Enye MPs. Ti eye mama oba ya jiwa awofedua adretin team. Sompan ma wo esuta kwa ma be poso. Wono no yeto aba man say no office wan yin. Say no office wan kran. Nti won kwa me bank na metie ba bia SMC so. Na mka chesa ahifo ni bitia, ahifo ni yentia. Ba say o boss che central dey apozu, na me chompia ho. Ena mpuntu du ma me na de ba ko ade bia me ka wotumfo. Ya nana, ote ukoso. Bon mu alma so. Se combat, we combat. Empa boa bi, your friend combat. E ya na o shale ba nje. The boy ya de wotumfo de. Combat boy ya dia o man. Wotumfo fa nyi hu. Because na dwale wi a wa tutu ne tima papa bi aguso a hyela yene ma. Eti memeti ye enya nsem a odokofo epeti na bebeka. Ensem ansuta kwa ma be poso. Malu breki so kwa ye chokose sanka sasefo peti no. Em na ese memeka. Enu ti na na ado danko akufo ado. Ede meme kono onum se emiyo eho. Wa ma me meyo ha. No de mi ko nsuta. On se sita ti si e ka wo bia ensutafo no. Eso ti ensutafo sutfre na abantia. Eye this is three matching mo yes this is no man panyin ne tumi amaye no ye ne yes ye yire ho aboye ho so na de yes e bank na no na ye de amaye MPs ye ma me me na kwanya me ja kwansra krafri no ansa na meba because ye no ma me betu wana mo no ye MPs MP onabo oba ye ajewa team we di ka tu wana mo bebere but yes ye ba be kabi ashimti media dia me kan send yesre Ghana fo so munya aban mu gidi hwe o ma me kan se ba ko bia che hwe edan akwan efie yesi ye o ba bi o mu a wo wunim se kwan we di ese ye ba du be kom no ne ba bi obi akosi ne fie na ade moment obesi ne fie se kim ese oja kwan ade moment obesi ne fie se kim ese onya nsuo ade moment obesi ne fie se kim ese onya light. So until time beyond demand no was high. As a G2, as a Ghanaian, as a G2. A bank to me yet a woman, you know, be a better will say, a baby bar, obey Yama, and Noma, above from one, or whatever that's all can't ask him. Like a crabby, but you can't resource of him. Kakram, the source, Mr. Sunday now, okay. Held up by or Quabu, but Qualia. Ya tu Kessben wo kess ya kware je kwale ya kwana asfalt hwe se beti Kessben so wa si site etibi gitum Ghanaians yo haw ya wo enoma bebiri ba enuti elana na do danko akufo ado eni na be de chi Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ewo so mbeboa na dwade ne ntimi enuro mo ko aso no omko atimi nya adwuma nti no magro mo mpaboa ne bi ade a hye MMDCs etibi mi free say MMDCs ye betie ye manfo esufre na de ye betime tu wana ma ya moma hu se we de ye betime tu de ntimi ntu no ye momo ti ase so we de seni ye ntimi ntu wana mo me free say omo akoma beto mo yam ka
ba me ene Mr. Richard Amamo twetwe nkombo Guta General Secretary Mr. Amamo me watching
ye di so
na won pom to say
me adaw
Guta yeah Ghana Union Traders Association it's say e ba say to petrol ma ya na nke bi mu fi say petrol de atom de nka mo de ka exchange rate na mo didi agonkofa na ma ba na e ho sunsu aso ma mo so nka ne sen a e ba say ya na Guta for so toto ne
yo madam asi dika ni ma minchia oti fo nyina petrol die ye ka ejuma sema petrol die ya dia dikai affect bibia won ya dia affect bibia se bi mi to ne ma na me de ba se ye ka na be su ade aba
ka na de be ba mpa
odi mi ama fite ma e ba na odi ba akra first no ilu omoji we se 1300 ene omoji 1800
Whoa.
If you know 2,000. What I say? If you know, depending on who in a relationship, say if you didn't hear you man bia, and say ordinary ba no catch or say okay, now say the send a petrol is why was wound. Nature say or no so G. 1,000 G over 2,008, and I said why what 1,700. What I say? And a idea a hard dream. Oh, and so udi nyama no so ba unka say ade wuri fair na ko ai enti no an say me so be de ka ade no ho aton enhyega enkoso sa
as all the can cry bo no was strong for fonto
bo mbe koso nkofonto na nkofonto nso a na kire say ebe adwen. What I say?
Okay.
And now we are out back one. Where is Kano?
Mr. Mamo, you share the exchange rates now with respect to Nimu Jedie. And Pempi, we are say Abaya also not or the calculation about say percentage wise, a be increases. Send yes, Mona more forma practically more the exchange rate no near the AD Juma. And how is the exchange rate affecting more? A quite be so a bit more say COVID no so swab a hard na yet say COVID in Kwasa. And I say, I buy bet my baby or home.
Me, I made our say COVID and your COVID, yet I see digger. And I'm
no correct.
Untumin can say COVID inti, untumin undiga, ubediga. And now uko diga, uko tema, now uko you niama. Ye calculating in way, ye calculating in dollars. What I say? And it say dollar no, sitting now on the buffer pay. Nature say, niama uli about same goods now, uli abano. Say first, the dollar near 5 cities. You pay at that rate. Say, I got 6.2. Nature say you need more cities to pay the same goods.
The dollar is 6.2 now.
Yes, dollar is 6.2 now. What I say? And you need that more cities to pay that same amount of goods now. It be a time dollar here 5 cities. Sir, and they be a you can say sitting now on the platform pay a hard dream. A my share.
And say same profit margins so
yes, usika share. Because they say, you know, a get the Kasan and ye better. As I say, Asia countries here, because of COVID, container, the cost boom, price, freight charge, no cost.
That's right.
And no crown, and no buy this, just say, Upa market, Obu, able to me crack container back every month. And I say, every 2 months. They say 3-4 months, crown. Or down to one container.
Because can you see about 3,000 now? You have to pay about 12,000 to 14,000.
Yes, it's between 3,000 and 4,000.
That was
a 40 footer.
That was Canino.
Canino.
And
before COVID.
And
before COVID, December, before 2019 December. Now 3,500, 3,008, 3,000. To be away, 2,900. So they be about 3,000. So they be about just say and 4,000.
And they
shipping line beyond the charges in Kitty is the difference near. Maybe I will be ship another shipping or because you say 3,000. We go another shipping or because you say 3,008. Sir, by net day, Massa 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000.
The same 40 footer.
The same 40 footer. So look at the increment.
Not just say COVID so play a major role.
And not the freight not send the COVID because who be same one. I do a cultural one say ships no the container no if you are moving Yama Bagana or the empty record. o de onye be fan covid na import ni export na e she da nye weti e no affect but eno ankasa na e kata
I had to say wafa drop in now or say masa baby am de ukọ no me ba ni nya bi menti no de ni nyina abom okay
what do I say now
so let me ask there na mo fi say government ebetimi aye Ministry of Transport, Ministry of Trade and Ghana Revenue Authority because mo complaining to say free charges I war airport I war port no so ni ade ni nyina akabo mu a nipa no the container bedru ha baby odi be sie ni baby obegyina ni ade nyina no ship lines no so charge prices bi amaka ase enkoyenti ni nyina so ka ho ma enema boarding enso nipa so nya sika ankoto etina just say adwade so be problem
enu ni asam no enu ntina de bia yeka to say near we akoye international transaction. Who free abaya abambe kanchira will say we the phone himself we the international we mean kan ho.
Okay.
And I'm panso on the on to mean kan ho because government ownership it doesn't hold a ship.
That's right.
What I say it's not owning a ship and once it's not owning a ship. One more ships say a private owners and amebo. And to most no my one back say na ebe no. And it's a usi untia na just unyama no so beka.
Okay, a quick one. Aban no the budget ba. What are your expectations? There na mo share free aban no ho. Any money mo ya say obeko budget na mo ben ya mo.
On the yen the DBI can say adia ebe ma cost of doing business about for me.
Okay.
What I say, I did a cost of doing business in Ghana about for me. Nature say ease of doing business. Niama
interest
rate, form, policy rate, no so. And now on the policy rate, no. About policy rate say what? Policy rate the 10 and I said 13 and I said 14. But and reflect our banks, no. What I say, Uko Bank now, when you look at the policy rate difference and the interest rate now, margin and see besides a risk in margin and that's administrative in margin. Yes, and yes, and the abandoned dink it, I will say, and yes, over policy rates now one it no cover the baby at one.
You should follow up.
Or make sure say near one it will reflect in the cost of what? Capital.
Okay.
Because about policy rates now do now margin also. Now just say interest rate policy rate now abono. E bi mo banks no commercial banks no mo na omunya mfaso. Na traders inti ayedi tanya na na say commercial business we don't ti ayedi ade no ma mo say policy rate na e say no omunya mfaso bia.
All right, Mr. I'm a medal no pay. In a minute, dear now, we can change Sutamai, such a center now. Yene a year, Medima for her bar, Dr. Time that so much drink. My born on what you prepare, Yebequaba, na and ye fan on crying, Hakuma, Sini baby, Antino, Yenebejuku, Mammy,
Omami Dasi. Nana the Danko Kufuado, a game Gideon or the Abasi and Basson. Nananum and any power such a central. The American United States Sutaqua mine be possible at any pattern. Yabasi a barbershop, and I am can edge Wesenka, the war office. But Judy said, you man, so no more be believe you all more a hack. And there, Baby by many a great minister. You see a hormone, a queer four, workers a hormone about 80% a queer four. Okay. It is near a great minister, I will meeting. Now, me flew more, a sense here queer four. Yakwanya a yak papa, near the Yagusumpo, the Yaguso, and the Yangusu papa, less than 10%.
Okay.
It's breakfast I couldn't use Swako, a road minister. Then I feel so one district, one factory. President Abe Adum, Ababi B, a B Holmo. Na a shame as assembly no in your transformer. Minia transformer so and your better, sir. enti mine MP di nkomo wo tu ho na mo pa me so ma bayi me so ba bayi follow up enti ye bekọ ba bibiri ena ne chena de e ba se ye ba so de ka nyina so mu na emu gidie na ye be ye obetima ye adwuma no ene ye de bi e be ye o ma nyamishira me praise ade mema honorable Asal Kwaku Brefo and the connecting director.
Thank you very much, Sutama. You Pozo Chiamo. Yene, Dr. Time that so to Chinkomo, our TV, so na radio 92.9, 93.3. Monsum na Dr. Time, that's why I crowd was so mammy.
No biasam, yo biasmo. Only pada sending I want my name where we are say. Asama to young conato, baby, and can farm. Mensumit me baby and come a pema day. Nanso. Waduman kuma body bo nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko esu na irasio obi a woni dwuma odidi bo a oman wokwo na ni kosi na fro wa yuku ni chechere ne ma bia na ni koso ni ja obrechi ni kukodu fo eja wo mu anku ni maba aguna na wiri kwa ba akasa no makasa french obi na no a wobo ajo asana na ho febia woni bono so a wo wira cheche wokwo ne ba ne na sene ne ba ejo no bi no ntabi eja wo mu anami asem asachiri na no mpano asem eja wo mu asoma biaba wodoma nkoma oba ade ehye yense yeni nsa woso eni je ni adrewo afe wunua bi wi ase asoni mu eba sa wo yira kwan so akire ne kwampa no bi asem yo bi asmo oni pada sani awon manwemu wo wi ase ha asam to nyonko na to be bia nkemfa ho Nenso metene baby anka me pema yeden nenso wadoma nkoma bo ade bo nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko ensu na irasio obi a woni dwuma odidi bo a oman
omano so na me honorable Abena Dapa enjotwe enkomo mami Abena Dapa me mo achi o
ya me de ka cho ho tsen
me ho ye dodo na so pom te sen
nyame adom ma me ho ye pa
ye do ba de ase Yen sha de ana no pay ye frɛ wa ni nyina se waso ye enyante ye se mutu anamon sonku bi asante mantem de ye ni me yodi nkoma na se 30,000 households na mode ejanabia ekoho no mo enkran so ya te se wo san hyehyɛ ni bia adaroma o kan ni nyina bomu a enkomodie no ko wie sen de ntina eho abehia se aban tu sa anamon we na waso ye enso di dwuma so te sei
me dikan chia adehia etie yen anopa nyina na mabom abaso mo adwuma pa moye dada ne ne mo ye ne ne mo be nyina me mamu nyina ache mo mabaso
ejo so dase
company ne Kessben so bon abaso for fortitude and resilience no kre on say e mampanyin na na do danko akufo ado ahonedie hu asem hia no papa eto ba e pe no te ahye a ehwe ahonedie so ene nsuo aso nsuo hu nsem no kra wa nya nsuo a ahonedie ne ya endi mu papa ana endi mu kra se fi adware ye huru baabi ye nya nsuo aye enwuma bebre no ene nyina ahonedie di mu akotene ena ebio so wani huni a yare like cholera, dysentery, other opportunistic diseases ne ma effects wie mu ne ye covid ba ye ni o man penu e modern boy sebe 15 months o man free lifeline from January to June no sama ye nyina nsuo April to December ye nyina o say boy and some man no ne nyamkopon hira egu no so ti se wi ase nyina obetumi Google ahwe mampanyin bia ni ho a o maata akwanya no ti se yen mampanyin tani o kan no so nim sane ye hyehye tikasem na emu so obi ewu ede na back to life onim ti o ponipa enkwa ho ban eti ahonidie ponipa nkwa ho ban eno na make sense so na janan ebi ni wafem ne bi ni umpotem ufie a na amane na ato research ye kire se sebe ya ebetutu yare bone ase na hu ne bi ebesi pie sita na o se fie bia nya toilet room na the master project I guess from Kone say Ubu wa ni ewu agya ne dan sebe edan no fan bubu agu enipa so egu mu ekọ ha omu ne agya nan bia then on be open defecation agya nan a ejija no basabasa de de yare no ne ade na enya ni bue enya enika enya fe ade a tan na yesu bambone a wo so obi agyae eti aban e kan say yen sha se free kuro kese no mu yen na yedi you can't say you're guilty and
that's right you default
obo ho a we sit down kura be edu me nyina o de ma nipa dem nipa be didi nipa be no baby e be gyae na emfa no me nyina no assembly for no omo na no omo yes adwuma
okay
me nua local government minister and na ye nyina no ye no assembly no edi na ye ni lead ministry
okay
assembly no mu din kita ho hwe ya me be ye launch e wo Kumasi ya hwehwe ne ma fa consultant ya go through tender processes nyina sem then say sebe ye na na otekoko so a abadaye ahye no ma the drone office so ma yen steering committee member baako into ono so ama yen ye nyina ye na yoko hino ka steering committee no ai na adwuma na press say encounter one day be mamu kwa o Kumasi ama no say chere ni emem etu bi sa ye asem papa na ye no nso no na ye stress obia o si dan bia onya toilet onya baby a e ja ye nan baby e den cancer be kra ye dwunso esoso e wo ho na obi free fie no no aye no yi yeso kodu kromu a na afi beja no agina ka so dwunso e kwan finfini no ye sa ye becho ene dampare ne nkurabata no nyina we ka ho ye mompa ye police for eno betu nkese na yetumi edi ehun ni wo sa kwai no so traffic mo bitumi gina no apake kwan chen no adwunso free no okọ yare na wono ho ano agya agu ho bibia no agya agu odwunso wi ana osan akọ ba bi fufura akọ ye de oye eti at the end of the day no nsakura onworo no de koso na emem eti eya ahunidie ene di kan ansa na ni bue abehye na ma nti de ye no nya ho nko ye be sign institutions so wo greater Kumasi no ye be 120 institutional toilet
okay
a very nice fit for purpose toilet ye disability friendly home ye gender friendly home ye sign to see a teacher for kra dey say school eti ya se papa na me so ma ho first our project yenya bia ye dey akọ greater Kumasi
okay
ye wi ye be stress ye be bom paye me ka kire nkofo na nse to aba ye to abapa na MPP aba ye ntena ho ne stress le mu nko sakura de tamale sunyane any 16 all the 16 regions eti eni so ade hunu no na assembly for no so ye ma wo mu hunu so bia obeti dan ya toilet ni mu no your offense.
Okay. What other my young sanitation. So say what you see when so say baby to say the nation's capital and cry away move to a fiancé. And who has something to say? Now see
sanitation I come. On say sanitation primarily no. A janai be a one step that go to sanitation and no pan e di mo akotene. Solid waste osha the collection or assembly to no mono. Assembly no said the omuna ama contract.
Okay.
Yeah, monitor from the policy level. I should say effective ana.
Okay.
It me the me okrom na min to kwanya. Every weekend am okrom me am high taxi me fa official car ranko. Na me nam be at 3 hours me hwe me am e bia e di 4 sa de no.
Okay.
Me na ye me note immediately no me frɛ. Because the baby or what car or say coco fano 5 a.m. Then 9 they go and will be home photo. Na actually baby. It's there be catch us almost synchronize time to me. Car say ya high for then go to say you man amount.
Okay.
The near assembly no mature the whole set of them new ones are they minimia honorable dambuche be call round. No matter could think it up. If you are more strength, bo also or more strength no form ne ya hence say na hwa improvements abem the ya na di enya ne Central Business District CBD no and the okwa adum na those days 2 a.m. kra na me no mo kata na be na assembly for no ke mo mo ye adwuma ta na nkra ha so ahomache ba bia ahomache na yiwura eti se wo ye wura wo fi a eye wo wasede so otua ka na ebefa enye aban asede so be wura fi ma sesa nkofo wura da bi ye fre bibi polluter pay ya ye boy ye ho kakakra na ewiwi na ye kata eto ba bia no ha ne buya ba ana ahunidie edi akotena ye mo ho aban ebo kapa wo e friend say ahunidie ho nkwa bia so de wo beye na ye nyina ye de adwem
mami abnada pa mo lanche ye clean your frontage no chiremu kakra so nipa bebre atese ya launch o mampani tu ebe pa ho ntoma eno no botai ne same pa
eno botai ne say about 2 years ago me call around one cry had
so ena mote nka se yene no adwetwe enkomo anopei no na sene kan no ena anopei honorable Festus Ewua Kofi MP Upper Dencha East will be joining us soon. Honorable Akwena Stevia Kwansan so babe kanyensa na yebehwe the fuel increment and its effect now na ya sanso so share the state of the economy because NJB abano ebabe the budget ba na bind the budget ne ba no na ehun sunsanso ne hunsem and say and so you stay tuned with us. Join us live on Facebook, that is Kessben TV, also live on YouTube, that is Kessben TV. But hear me and some I can no open say odi wa dwen kire ba no pay number is 0550 596 929 0550 596 929 0550 596 929 and only your WhatsApp text line is 0550 567 929 0550 567 929. The dollar as I speak with you is 6.2. I won't soon say more mine NSA. MPP ni NDC here. Which we are Bobosian Chewe, or so okay, Sika boy, no, over 200 and something billion, no, dear now, dear, and no homes and some baby. This thing has been going on. I don't pay better to come up near share the effects of these things, but I never do back up academic university, the Minister of Education in the person of Educhum, Honorable Educhum. Any central for any baby didn't come out on the update of education. Now, Nina has to do with STEM, science, technology, and then STEM. And now we can hold some P. Eddie actually Ghana for baby abina kodro. When you said another go kufado AC the friend V block schools. No. Or much mathematics, or much science, or much technology. Said the bay bit me ama innovations abana ye vocational any technical no etima page mu and never do back wa sajumedi ebekoso ewa hanma yebeba modena say yebeba koti bi na de wo mu bia nso so ye de abremo bone enta makra akwa ba bio ali so so bia boko okay deɛ na ekuta wo
ayi paper no a
paper no deɛ yɛmfa si ha na fami twam na fami gura hɔ nom na
okay
t-shirt adeɛ heroes baby foods
ɛno a ne kura me
ɛna grace gift
ɛno
a ne kura me mami
awofo a mohwɛ ne abusuafo a motimi nka no we Swiss brand correct one per original quality ɛne yɛde fiam no ne ɛne yɛde aba heroes baby foods no na ɛnyɛ aduane bi akɛkɛ ɛne yɛde ma nkɔda no wopɛ serious jazz nom na jesus nom a nkɔda no a wɔmanya bosom nsia kɔ bɛma ɔma hoɔden sonko na a wobɛnya bi na ɔhene your minerals, your nutrients, near my Boama Quada in tentem, a massive Omajum beer, a Mawamo, Enyahu, Jim Womontanya, protein, vitamins, ne, Sanya Marina, and a summer Miss System Nahoti, Diababo Banhobai, Eddie Frinya Waho, a hero baby foods, and I make come for Eddie Amau. Now, hero baby foods are making no, Sir Utieme. Na oye papa ufi yabonti kofie no atobia kofie so oye maame so a okoye shopping no ano agige nkwara ne nuane no na ode akọ your flavors bit say rice your mango banana your peach banana apples and mixed natural fruits ode ma akoda na odi nyina obona num tontonton na ayekama akoda on peduane kora no na enya heroes baby foods ebebo na pa na opedodo to a edwom ba bia wonam bia so pe heroes baby foods enuane papa edi aba na be obenya bi na ne do so puo na nkasa no assortment limited omo kuma se edum pizza omo na de sa eduane de day a ema ye nkwada no nyini prom no omo de aba ye number ne 050 115 0912 050 115 0912 050 115 0912 bomodin fabra na akoda no ni na de oba ni se wokokọje odi a akoda no be dia ma bia aikama afi yare ya nti yekọ grace gift na bibia aikama great gift herbal clinic and laboratory service na yedru omso na yeka grace gift a sebi edambo oba ebetu ase na yare ayi ntumi so ho yekwata aburu mfie dunum ho de ye na wo se ekọ akire na sebi ye ni fra no so aburu be mfie dunum ese ekọ akire na mo no achi no yare te se stroke yare fon pa anwodwe yare o de nipa no order form team o ya hwe nyeye fane bra diabetes hypertension hepatitis no ye wo mu A B C D and E ni nyina grace gift yesa na ye wo typhoid fever na malaria ebi de na serious bon tin ni nyina yellow wanka ho anka ya sabia ntema na diwo enebrel ene ye wo ulcer obi ho a aduane kakra to ne yemu a ne yema ikuro stomach ulcer na meke ni nyina no ba ebebo ena eba mema yare eteku mema prostate ya enlargement ene cancer prostate bi otimi yakese a na akosi ni junso twa no untimi nyonso ni nyina grace gift ebebo ene ye wo bema ya na se ohwe ahwehemu no hu se kwakudo nsura ho de number form ayese crayon no ese efre no penis enlargement no nyaso ofiti preko ba ya na ye yama obekọ hospital ama doctor cheke ya have problem no nsane ye de dro no account na ye wo exclusive vagina aduane na wode eniyama agu chansi mu na wache ho ama na dedede no ema no we de masem kwada no hwebi timi nka nkwa chire se wa wo hwe performance na se mema no eba no wokọ ofre na no wokatekate no wo mfi obi oni ade a eno an so baba grace gift ho tubo asia cheche ade no ho ama hu se ayi agwana be friend ho me ba me nko na infertility bia aware acha opeba ntimi ba so opeba ma opa ba o opentafo ni nyina no e baby bia de ama and why emre won pem fibroid yare bia woni pedua ma attitude bia no Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory and omo ebojuma no Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services make say wo Kumasi a omo Kumasi Oshum School Junction Barekese kwan so Oshum School Junction Barekese kwan so ena ebu akwakofodua omne Gawo 4 station no ena ben ebu akwakofodua ombe Gawo 4 station no ena enkran ha New Achimota Petroleum Bungalow ho no omne Family Life International School ena hwe animo enkran ha New Achimota Petroleum Bungalow omne Family Life International School ena hwe animo ya number ni 0246 51 518003 0543 320030 0543 320030 0244 126 123 and traho emayare entetio bra na Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and Laboratory Services yen show na bibia nya kama afei onum abonchi obi hu dem se ne o si dress no saa na impression ye se ase hu asiesie ne osabi wadwen kura esetie manu soso mu na so o adwum yare no o hwe om dress o timu se nkoye nti se o hia nipa na se wa dress ya eno kura kasa e de fa ho ultimate fashion and furniture city na medu on so na eba wedding and I know wedding a course kumase akofo ka ho asem benkum ne nfa nyina omo ekọ wedding ase nyina no e ultimate e no omo kosiesie omo nti eba wedding engagement nom asori atare dinner dresses ene atare ade ko adwuma ene suit nom ne Italian shoes ne slippers and the kaka ho a e ultimate fashion and amaduro na oba furniture city ho no edem mpa enkonwa wardrobe office enkonwa civil chair executive chair akonwa bia transfer di dam etwa ho higher do baby ewo no na nyina ultimate furniture city eno no na mo pe cabinet swivel chair ne porch chairs no de kaka ho nyina no obenya bia wo ho ho de efie esiesie nti yesa watade no na ye ma ne paka ho kumase adum methodist runabout ho na ultimate wo odi obisa akura keto akura ye be kire ye number na 0209 136 733 0209 136 733 ultimate ewo adum simply a touch of star bra na bibia enye kama afi multi credit savings alone say en kan kire mo se mo a mo pe besia de adi mo dwuma mo nam nipa enum enso ana nkro aka mo ho mo a motimi akọ multi branch bia na makoje besia acha na otwemienu ekosi na otwemiensa na mo nsaka we group loan ene ede emamo ede mesra so wotimi nka no pay motimi aka mo ho no mako na makoje bi ya number is 0277 712 888 0277 712 888 and 0244 176901 0244 176901 we a multi credit no or say customer satisfaction is our priority after do this our presenter so Omanhene Alibaba Kuoko and whoever our aim is so radio theater and also host program and now DJ and now the kaka hoa o number an University College Kessben University College yama practical intensive training that's here two abo said what na say na ye gina so akireo e de obesia ye enti eba talk show host newscasting whatever DJ no ne ade a video editing nyina no ye kireo na say one outside Kumase na oba uni problem because your hostel ho ne bo form abenya ba biada amu asomajo campus no wadum aseda house any Kessben FM aseda house any na ehwe ni modi odru adum aseda house obi sa akura keto akura e be kiro I was also professional radio and TV broadcaster within 3 months but nti share no so kon number bia na nkonya problem bia bra na quality original you don't find it am bia kama your number is 0501 637383 0501 637383 education for development.
That's it. Let's enjoy this piece of music. Stay with us. We'll be back soon. That is Arrested Development. Education for socio-economic transformation with the also requires STEM education and the skill. You don't need to be a mathematician, you know. You don't need to be a scientist, because in fashion today is technology. In environment is technology. So then Dr. Baumia will tell you digitalization. And then NDC say you are dodging the economy. Okay. Stay with me. Your message, WhatsApp to 0550596929 and 0550567929 as text message. You can also place a comment on the Kessben Television, that is on Facebook or YouTube. Kessben Television on YouTube, and it will be read accordingly. My panel are seated. Stay with me in a minute. And a Ghana had no more a Juma or whole, but it will humanly be a honomoa. Only skill now to me yet. I always say this, that a lot of people are doing tiling. Now, one more tiling, no sika or more a month. Our estate developers no honey or more musisi or mafie. Electricians are more wiring sika or more je. Oki kanina bomwa. Obi tifio near Jumayo. Obi so e was answer no dwuma or dwuma be tenebu no so otimi kwa that's our bread next week my baba yama plumbers are getting a lot of money, but obi be university who catch so uncle sua plumbing as a skill obeka cho say what do you mean, why should I go to university and learn plumbing? Hey obi be your POP bako e wo one room o wi asika obeje sankofo we nyina so mu ntuato tax or you are no adjustment no call. But the same person na the next week no jina also won tasa no kwan na was aban be ye sika be na aban de be just say wutua and until who be here say rope in everybody to pay tax. That be our be who say we aban for to some for kan the budget or because we have to expand the one. What is going to be used to expand that? Nina koyadia.
The tax net.
Why didn't the tax net? for want of a better word, that's exactly what we are. We are widening tax net yet.
Well, not in the happy.
Civil servants and near why Juma say boom. Near the koyo be crying. Then the pakona koya Juma a whole week. What 200 million. On theater. What do we do? And what are we doing to ourselves? And in here come on, a buy be or bread or picture talking to a woman and can afford one cassati about 20 no position bonny yam. Oh, actually, so the MPP passing born this yam power with taxes. Or mobile January, hey, now. I can't ask most sorry. You promised that no tax. It's a baller tax. Where are we going? It's back and forth. We need to have a paradigm shift on taxes on home and who will speak for the people? Who will let them understand? And they say about communication. We say, oh, be a crowd can do pen or sorry. I dare back MPP for problem per se. Your communication. We share NDC, send your message stream of communication. Whether in government or in opposition, they are up to the stretch. And people opposition and who's on Omano thing, on power. Say, I am my main abro so there.
What's the or a table manners? When you are eating, you don't talk.
You don't talk. All right, just a minute. Just a minute now. Bumpon baby's home. Jumedia dinner fibia. Yes, Ramoa. Emra so say, dear ono so ewofie na oni a jenny and nano, or no so ya day, a bediti. Yes, you saw near mammy omuko joma, no ma afa praye. No a chap praye no say no dear susu nine. nti okɔ krom a onim sɛ onya brɛ nti okɔ no ɔfa anya afi na ɔbɛfa akɔ krom ɔfa mpaboa na ɔde atoto ho aba ne nan pɛpɛpɛpɛ yɛ ɔmaame bi a ɔyɛ saa deɛ bɛdi ba yɛ wakɔda bi ɔno so maame oni maame no no afa praeɛ de akɔyɛ akɔ krom akɔyɛ saafoɔ no ɛna afi biara Kessben Foundation ɛne Kessben Media ɛka bom ne ɛyɛ adɔyɛ ebia baabi a wɔwɔ no wontumi ma ɔmo hia ɛmo anwa nkwala nnuane nkwala ntaadeɛ ne saa nneɛma no nyinaa. It's benevolence when you do, God blesses you. And we calling on you. Say, once so far, who shame. One cry for no be an out to me. Obey the near Maba. I said that Twin Towers, Vodafone Circle. And I said, number we a momo number. Oba, Sassy County, the better to near many in Arco. Number is 0245 75 95 93. 0245 75 95 93. Bomodina and foul dear bra. Na osuso nyamisha nipa bebre na di adanse omutu sa na monwe adoye de eye also bu an birthday no akọ nyankafia akoyo madoye wo de ohun a obefi se ne ho nete no enye ne ho nete no eyi efiri ka akwanhia mu eyi efiri ye maya de mu eyi efiri ohaw ne amane ne anim guase bi ebeto ye so arade se wo de dom ne mobrohu fo no wo de afom me arade oseme da ye afiase mama ye de mama yimi ekom de me mama aduane ani na me dadeja mama me ntoma mfra so erade na wo he ose ne ho kire na no sa na me soso asafo erade wanya mama this morning I'm preaching good eti bomode de tu sa na no na wo kakra bia nyame de adomwo afi utama wo ma no mesre wa anso tie me ye mba fode a enkostew enkofa wo manta de bia ase any anwan bi a unfa nye bibia bi na obeto agu ha no na abe baller because we believe say ye kocho bia de o se eche na de na fata enye niema bia wo ma niema bu pe ba bi de agu na o de bread da bi so wo tontade fo a tobacco ka ho let it cost you and let the Lord bless you na me fi say no so beko eye pa ama niema timi akọ animu se ne wo se eko se ne ye ka no ma me fa number no santo dwa bi mpacho mon projecting on the screen now obi ohwe TV no entron to na mre sem no so asende ne de ene ya obetima asende dina beba no ye Kessben Foundation enko obi anchen not any member of this house but a Kessben Foundation. The number is 0245 75 95 93 0245 75 95 93. One more ebeko kama no ma somna de wo se wo mo de sikana ye bia no mo de aye na aye hira. It's become a daily ritual every Sunday utie streams of life and church bells anopa bia no ye wo mo womo ayesi dama womo a yama mo dwetre de ye adwuma womo magoma bia mo nya bi mo hwe womo bo a wo 7 onya chese enema ekoso Kessben Foundation no enya de ketwa. You can also support it's answer what the bar also so inshana bi no obo won ma na 5 kg ofi say ontumi nantenko obo won ma milk bi abe 10 bi na 5 bi ofi say o de koni swada bi o de bar obi ade ne de ba no ebe bebre afi we ye 25 needy homes 25 so she tell you saying I don't know can ask me watching
yenua
now bomb to say
ready that your hand
bibi awoko
washa
the nobody has
ma omochia na me fit
na temazo to say
cool but this weekend na mota
na otadi ene hot boss
yen former deputy minister
and it's sad Raymond
Ray Charlie
Ashanti Ray
Raymond
Tano
yeah
and no be real yeah because I know him too close, too personally. It's sad.
It's one of them days, boss. Intina, de biano passe tum it's one night fimpad with this fuma. Or there don't yamiasi or Sunday. Maybe it's Nibi, but one quantity in a Iwadina. I mean. Raymond is too. I mean, he's a young guy. I mean,
very intelligent. Yeah, chartered accountant,
smart guy. But if you had maybe God needs him better than we.
Well, we say that all the time, but in the day,
and I am deputy minister, former deputy minister for Western Region, Ekojan, popularly known as Abbott. And also weekend in Ekojan, so fairly young man, you know, very interesting personality. But hey,
life goes on.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Honorable Festus, the work of me more Achimwa Kwaba. First time having you here, we did say, Obaya so, BBI okay.
Oh, BBI okay. We had more FFA.
I job a microphone, the mammy.
But you Nana Minim said, who said Danny had more?
Now, when him said, you had
a more pepper.
And to be a year in Bebo, a chance to say, Ben Day. Yes, from Mohona, 1 4 year, 100. It's when you made a CP. Okay. Now, petrol politics, is it back? And I say, initiate petrol politics. Because now petrol is 6.9, almost 31 Ghana cedi a gallon. Interest rates on, you can't say, loans, cost of doing business. Our buying prime rate is about 13.5, but businessmen say it was slow because it's not reflecting when you go for borrowing. So, a loan and our borrowing is still expensive. We are new free muswa. Now, our buying budget, but people are expectant near the NDC. You have been accusing the MPP almost all the time. Said, Oma Bobo too much. Yet, we are not seeing anything. Our buying no kasak bebre because of COVID. If you are seeing Sudi Adansi, COVID has affected them. So why blame government concerning hardship?
Yeah, me that say, Mamichia Ubos, Nana Kessben.
Okay.
No. But in BB, and yet there sometimes in Kofu in Papedo Casa into no Casa. And in front of we or Kessben, what's there? Bibi a one racing in Ojina Hall or return. In Cranfusu or Kessben or what's the Shawnee for a chiradi EFA?
A chiradi EFA.
If you get closer, then you see the realities of the thing. Okay. Sometimes, if you are in opposition now, most maukasan okon, because what you are saying is what people are going to hold you for.
Okay, you hold you accountable for your
words.
Yes,
because it catches me there. To borrow to manage an economy is a lazy man's approach. At I say, in Sankadam. Nanche kende o abambia di oba odo bobusemum but maybe ubusa na ebu enu yehu ekro ebien ebasa obi abeti wase de o an kende busabo onye e kende e busabo de ode bo but ode di dem dwumekro ebien ananda ebasa but sekejina radio do ananda kejina TV do na e kende awu aye dwuma o Bank of Ghana da enyim de Ghana skete ye wo bi nti onkonye den ke yebobo besia na edi ye input dwuma yedi esisia but ehun de ikobi bi na wo microphone check testing mic this is reality check 1 2 3 reality check. It's reality check because when you get in there then you realize that either brofuka the talk is cheap. It's real. You can talk your way into power but you cannot talk your way to sustain power. Most modernity. Yet in some bebre. Yet they're like as if they say your component or Kwajibusena or the Bobo or Mana, as if the money comes and people share the money and chop. That is the kind of mentality MPP for what to Ghana for and then with the and consistent lies becomes the truth in a way. Where ya Nakuponso on Pebono said okay fine. Sedemeda musu mumbra na kakra musu muye no munye na yenhwe na shockingly no enam jude wo be no they have some innovative ways bia what they raise or find the revenue so that we will forget about going into borrowing. The master from Kwame Nkrumah build till there John Mahama Befi Abemu. Then we've borrowed as a nation 120 billion. for how many years? 1950 something till 2016 or 17 January.
Almost 60 years.
Yes, the money that we've borrowed was 120 billion. As I speak to you today, we are entering into our 300 and something billion. In actually, within 5 years, this government, has borrowed more, almost twice the money borrowed by since independence. I don't have a problem with borrowing because I believe that sometimes you borrow to do project obutum with tia nehoka, but that is not what we are doing. Most 70% of the monies that we borrow goes into consumption. Obanedama.
Recurrent expenditure.
Yes, Obanedama. How are you going to pay back? We have to go and even borrow more money to be servicing debt. We have, because revenue stream now. It does only two things in this country. Only two. Two things in this country. Paying for amortization and remuneration for government workers in the Skanasa. So if the government comes to tell you that I am going to build this project, straight up, we are going to borrow money. And we are borrowing so much there. Wa mama, Sisiano, debt repayment. Ewa.
Busiano
hunsiwa ye odosu too much. Because just imagine, here total debt, 320 billion. So you find that if only 30% even goes, like we used to, we have to pay 30% of that money every month. You realize that we are paying 32 billion every month. So the money accrue from our taxes in a oil revenue, in whatever. No, we use all this money to sort them in Sihuna Yetuan. The Kaide Abra call for them CDB loan during this time, the Chinese Development Bank loan, to build the Atwabo gas, to build like the harbor, expansion project. I know I was in Parliament and I knew what my brothers at the other side said. And today, Atwabo is almost paid for itself. Because your commercial venture are definitely what jiska.
So there's return on investment.
Return on investment. Thank you. Eko Gapoha or the Gapoha, let me put it Gapoha. Gapoha is paying back the loan. It is a share in somewhere in 2011. We came up with this plan that even we were trying to encourage assemblies
to go and borrow.
Yes, use
like KJTR project.
Use your balance sheet. Government will give you the guarantee. Nakajiskan na faye mputu juma ba faye ejuma no botum we tua dem ekawono. That is what we call smart borrowing. But hey, eventually we are not better managers of the economy.
Okay.
Until they are coming in, and them fuel politics. I am just dovetailing every order. Erasing. I am. Oh, do baby and I'm saying here politicians. We don't learn. We don't learn because. I think that even in 2008, we also used the fuel politics, right?
Yeah.
Na say ehunda wonyanko na bodwe so when akafa papain in a ruvu janimu. Right now, look at where we are. From January till this November, fuel prices have increased 36.7%. 36.7. The last time I checked, we are buying one liter for about 4 cedis.
Now we 6.
In the oil 6.9. Last me fita kradi me bano. Ina me book of feelings and Mr. One fill me tank no mam. Usually I know the Pajero the wafa 420 Ghana the Wayama. Oh, we are what's a 615 Ghana? And I'm saying, what there?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You know, see the boss. Since I know all your calculation, also measure number of gallons or liters, multiply it by 6.9. And I'm saying there, look, and we continue doing same. Look, we have to order yet I see there. In your maybe what say I will abide in ya I will control it directly. My friend, politics. Because it's no more MPP for in the external factors. But my best time fuel no in no control fuel no world market. No. There were also external factors. But any in Cambria you will mean this is the time the anchor the abino obum no oba amanfo de do few farm go no bo akosoro but osan there aban so wa ye sika bebre wo honinti nti dem da yem first dem sika kakan yem fan so muase instead of 6.9 no our yen turn is 6 cities aban afa 90 pesos na ogwechi no because yen budget aye 2021 we pegged the barrel of fuel at 54.4 dollars per barrel. At so on the idea calculations in now. Since I mean you can say a barrel of crude is about $80. It's not there. Whatever money that you are doing there,
you can a broso.
Wabrodo, in them in scanner wabrodo, it's then Fobwa, Wawa, Amafo Sande. Fanguna wotun inye sebi inye President Akufo-Addo neza oya ye wo manu nyina hiedi ntina se inya fangu wo fiempo se retutu fie na ye borehole netu an ekoto fangu a inya woza yes
any Ghana for
atase yes ina aban no hwedo mehen nti why are we still in what the situation that we have look they ba make the MPP if they were very, very prudent managers of the economy now, like we shouldn't have been having this problem because they are very fortunate. Things worked for them. COVID alone. I mean, so what is your COVID? COVID in Uncle Simple. Sikahi in a year fee, World Bank, IMF, and other places. What they bought COVID. If I am not lying, we've gotten about over $3 billion just to cushion us. As I say, then how much have we spent on COVID? It's banner a year man crofuna what's there or I can't on you kumasi where it's baby more some lockdown for 14 days lockdown 74 million. I mean, master, you see, is that all? What are we doing? How many? Even you go to schools, they don't have PPEs. Meanwhile, we had money. There, do those things. Ekafo bi Bejina airport there on check or find then COVID testing. Sika pakuni nyai. It's only about like say 1% to say 2%.
Government was getting 1 million and he was taking $16 million.
Master, just imagine. Look, that was an facilities of Noguchi Memorial Institute. Why they have Fadinama Noguchi? Na Noguchi Ambeye. Let them make all that money because them scano or them with most of their money generated no or you be consolidated fine. Or will be will retain will be so like all these $17 million would have gone to government chest. Do you know in Imada them 16 million no obotumu ayama Noguchi. In Yama, meanwhile, we are expecting that Noguchi should come up with a vaccine. That 16 million in Kobutu Abuan Nawa Yedaway. But hey, privatization. Inti Yadakama Obide Onye Nampokuni Enya dem skinny. You've made somebody a rich man overnight. At I say, Oye Ska one brain onye. Because Seshe Inyama wadi a testing. In a skadudu onion, here at I say, but why are them scan? We don't have a problem. People have to work and make their money. So I hear they do. But was that the best way to go about it? No. empower offend then
local
no in the local institutions look ejuma bebre wo ho a enyim there some of most of our government agencies are crying for jobs. For funding and jobs. Let me tell you, look, equal road building the supervised
surveyors.
No,
architects.
You Ghana, you were buying it to be offer on there. Oh, I've forgotten this name. They are popular. One of consultants for most of our buildings and yeah, no, those people out there. If we have projects being adina or there, say then you can sublet some to our local consultants. Now also 1 year. But there abide it or you buy in the until the more jobs you give them, the more liquid they become. There will be like train more of their people. GSCL.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, let's empower them to do more. As I say, but we would like to use our political connection. Will be 1 year. You may be that. Manana, why any certificate in the human come and there? Onkoye consultant. Because he pedo didi.
Somebody, mami na menko honorable Festus Kofio. Honorable. Mami enti wanope.
Yo na me da se. Mami fasa kwenya we nchia me constituency 4. Aya Apadenchira East constituency. Mantem ni de denchira mani na. Nkaka mehima na nama acting president Odu Akenti. Number 2.
Was it?
I don't go.
No, one of your acting is here.
Odu Akenti Obuasi.
Yeah.
Obuasi.
Oh,
okay.
The Obuasi. Young funky man.
No, you're acting by on officer. You see, idea also need Americano.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure we na match constituency 4 yo. Dana wo bo nyoma be 5 so na minim de ye ka ho. Today 2 na ka no ya be to be mana. Yo, we can busa say fuel prices no. Yeah, the airports are not similar me airports. I'm say honorable Akuna can say yenja sa policy seminar it's in the right direction. Na fuel prices no say every year bia you can wasem. Yeah, nem kwa na betina ha. Na yeah na so na be last. Yeah can sa normal no ho asem. No fuel price no akostro. Normally yeah ma explanation because of the world market price na akostro na exchange rate na akostro. Na fuel price in the but your fundamental reasons are anti price in the cost. I'm so honorable acquaintance the reef your honor. I can say taxes in a day a dorsal and an army war. I say tax with fuel no a dorsal. Now, young the entire taxes in fuel no a buy, In the years back, 2012, 2013, we share a car now government of Ghana, your LBCs. Oil companies no can one VRA, Gidco, ECG, any other institutions. The debt was so much. So the debt was so much. And the then government decided say, okay, Sadia, let's come out with an act. So they call that Levy Act. Yeah. Very fantastic idea, 2015. Because it was almost 2.something billion. And it cripples the private sector. Banks, most of the SOEs in Ghana, no money did a banker. It was quite difficult. No doom so buy. I can't so. We were not happy. Until they came out of that. No, these are taxes winning a shame. And the MPP in 2017, The only changes that you're making in that act, say you better review the rate of taxes on national electrification project from 5% to 2%, and then street light taxes from 5% to another 3%. And the amasa, formula it's a number of taxes, about 6 or 7 or 8 of them. Yes, I have all the details here. We have sanitation tax, we have this tax, we have this tax. We have price stabilization tax, and this and this. And we share the formula for it now. As we speak, taxes alone is about 2.43 cedis. Out of the 6.99, you can watch them this year. The other one, the companies who import the fuel into the country.
Okay.
We share some margin women also taxes in Abaso. But it was for a good reason to the taxes in the buy. The same as fuel as a country, let's judge and decide. Look, idea 94 the buy, it was very good. We also came to implement. Let's sit down on the round table. How do we do the adjustment? I remember Ghana funds were there.
So the government should take that initiative.
Yes, but we cannot blame each other. That's why the angle I'm looking at is don't just play politics with it. Because Jumso on the buy when we play politics around it, how are you beating? We are trying to see Senka, you beat me very soon. Price stabilization in level, a bit me if you
so another was suspended for 2 months.
Until then, Chibiano, you be and a crampo if you now, Abaso. Now, exchange rate, some amount historical perspective of exchange rate trend about over the years now. And the city near 6.2. We closed last year with 5.78. Last year we had 4%. But in the previous government, the average was around 22. And this is a seasonal issue. If we say we don't need to be worried, it shouldn't create any panic situation in the economy. We are getting to the Xmas period. It's a seasonal thing. And you say you feel COVID, a boom by any day, and chair. And 8% depreciation of the cedi to the dollar. No, it's not anything extraordinary. It's being managed. But maybe say it is one of the worst situations that as a country we have encountered. And this 8% just less than a year after the COVID period. I think it's the depreciation of the cedi to the dollar, but now it will be hovering around 20-50%.
So resilient, prudent management.
Yes.
And I'm dollar and do baby.
Exactly. So, Osha, Yaba 2 issues. Now, Ado, hesitate from the IMF, extended credit program,
2018,
2019. 2 issues now, President Kai. We want to be debt sustainability as a country, and be fiscal discipline. And until the enacted the threshold, the Fiscal Responsibility Act, I say to the 5%.
Okay.
Near very committed to the Financial Management Act. Until you say no, I don't let me boy, make me reserve so much reserves. And the import cover is around 5.7 months. It's very historic. And no make me build adequate reserves. To contain these shocks. Pandemic in Cabana and the depreciation of the city, very, very, very high. On the issue of the interest rate, it's been a long-standing issue. If you go back to the banking reforms, both FinCEN 1 and FinCEN 2 and even FinCEN 1, there were 3 objectives of buying the seed in issue during Rollins era. Very good idea. So, loans are accessible, affordable. So I know affordable, so also make sure it is also reasonably priced. Availability, affordability, and affordability. They were able to achieve 2 of them. But the affordability was an issue. The pricing of our loans. And most time we argue, so we discuss for 2 savings, I amount 2%. But yeah, you could loan the amount 25%.
The risk factor.
Aside the risk factor, no, the money that you are bringing in as savings and deposit, that is not what we lend. If you look at every bank balance sheet, the deposit mix is current, deposit, and core savings. Demand deposit is so high. I don't know who to seek out two banker. And then person also bank in the amount. So you can't invest on that. What we normally invest is the fixed deposit. You already pointed out, policy rate is 13.5. Treasury bills are around 15. So if you have about 1 million, 2 million cedis, and you are bringing me to me as a banker, interest rate say now over expected. Will you be expecting something lower than the treasury bill rate, or a bit higher because of the risk factors you have been saying? Obviously, it should be higher. Even if it is 2%, 200 basis point crowd, 13.5 no it's almost 16%. Before you add that your risk factor and the rest to it. And now, averagely, banks are lending 22%. Yes. In the past, it was 34. Yes. 22, 23, 24, averagely. Until you publish what we call the APR. About newspapers, which bank has the lowest APR? That's the average percentage rate. Now, if all your documentations are good and if you have good track record.
Well, the government is borrowing so much. His government is also competing with the private sector.
That is another angle, because that is what the government is borrowing is the T-bill. That is not the reason. Let me tell you.
Tell me.
During the banking sector reforms, if you look at our total deposit and our total loan, total deposit was around 64 billion. As we speak, it's 103 billion. Because the essence...
Ansana, abino, banks,
total deposit.
Total deposit, Ghana,
yes,
banks in
Yes, 64 billion.
64.
This year is 103 billion. It tells you confidence.
Almost double.
Almost double. Tells you confidence amount for a day. In our banking sector.
After the reforms.
Loans. Last year, loans are granted within the first second quarter was 16 billion. And even that, your loan portfolio is just around 42 billion. And to hear 42 billion, the loan, and your deposit of 103 now, banking sector was about 60 billion there to lend.
Even with government, even
sure, yes,
60 billion.
I'm telling you, 60 billion to lend.
Baby, the 22% you are talking about, there is no bank.
Oh, go to SSB, go to Republic Bank. I'm not doing the advert for the banks. Go to my former bank.
No, this one is saying.
The former bank is Bank of Africa.
Africa, yes.
No, this one is saying, look, you are saying 22%. But the data...
I know what get closer to the mic.
The data of the Bank of Ghana, the lending rate right now is 34.5. And they are expecting there it to be maintained in 2022.
Lending rate?
Lending rate is borrowing rate. You are borrowing from the bank. It's 34.5.
Can I continue?
And the prime rate in say the prime rate is 30.5.
Master.
And they've allowed banks to add up to 34. No. That is huge.
No. See, what's by the end of
maybe 2012, 2013.
Oh, what are you talking about? Listen. Boy, listen to this. Bank lending rate in Ghana is expected to be 34.5% by the end of this quarter.
Which quarter? 26.
Maybe according to the Trading Economic Global Micro Models and Analysis expectation, in long term, Ghana's bank lending rate is projected to trend around 34.5% by in 2022.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait I'm also checking here.
No, you can check. But you see, that's why we have APR. Anytime we use the word APR and the average lending rate. But we have banks in this country that are lending 21, 22, 23. You can call all the banks to confirm.
Go ahead.
The rates for corporate lending somewhere will be different from the retail lending and other commercial, borrowings. But we have banks that are borrowing at that 34% was some years back. So what I'm saying is that, and yes, sir, savings account and deposit now, you try 1%, 2% interest for hono and the lending. But we lend based on the fixed deposit. And normally they require more than 2 or 3% above the T-bill rate.
I have us at 31st July 2021. Forgive me, it is for public consumption. Bank of Ghana average lending rates of universal banks as at 31st July 2021. When you take ABSA, it is 23.59. Access Bank, 17.77. Agricultural Development Bank, 24.89. Bank of Africa, 17.9. Carl Bank, 16.97. Consolidated Bank, 21. So none is about...
No, so no, that is the basic. No, but he is a banker.
Yes.
So if they tell you... So if they tell you...
This is what they have plus.
Plus whatever.
They want to add up.
Yes. So it's not going to be that 17%.
No, definitely they will add up.
Yes.
But I don't think they will add up more than 10%.
Did they say the prime rate or they said the lending rate?
Average lending rate.
That's all. So average lending rate include all the risk factors that we have computed.
Yes.
So today I can go to the bank and get 17%.
Depending on what you're going to use it for.
Aquinas, get your documents. Get your cash flow.
Remember to us, so Mami commercial break.
You are at 17%. Then what am I waiting for?
On the Sosu issue, what do you make of it? Ebimufi says Sosu is hiding behind Parliament and he's doing certain things you're indiscipline.
Yo, mini ame dawasi na mafa akwenya iso echia momoti edina na omo mohwe edina na medi chia mo yesham ama the Greater Accra Regional Minister Honorable Henry Quarty enyo obi de beka ba Ghana for nyina de won adanse ni ejuma pa oye ye be bom pa say be nya sankrofo no dodo ewa ba bia bebe mu na ama Ghana tompo afi me koso no ye de mra na ebu ye mai na say parliament ewo no so mra odibu parliament na parliament mra de kire say omono you are protected by parliament say who call parliamentary duties and who your parliamentary duties say police ni nkwan say obecho.
Yes, right.
Now who share ni akan ye anapeya e kire say ye nua no clearly no on pese obebu eye Ghana mra police aba asori a mo invite because of uniye bi meti he anana pay se meti na police invite me a meko na makotie ni enti a mo invite me. I will not obstruct the police. Oh yes sir, naturally say we are hiding behind politics and now we are hiding behind the arm of government now woman and now udi ye uniama ninyina ne say demonstration because na demonstration na course no the first question say anya bia demonstration no omuchuro di ma police mo mo kwan say omunya demonstration no mo kwan say omunya demonstration anya bia demonstration yen so ye shi tie ye blocky road atem di die parliament air drivers ni ade basa na so ye member of parliament how would den ye di honorable akanwa sanka nyama we bi kra wo ya udi wenim sie o yes ade no na wa push unkrofo now then can we run a state it will be full of indiscipline say because me wa bemuntu me ye nia me pe honorable Dan Paradie o share asia no ye nyina ye hu ye in fact MPP na wa bem ye nominate MMDCs ododo dio MPP for be se nipa 5 bi si omonti ase say adenti na yamfa ma yemnua onabo ajesoa momu ko shi tai ewo eye base bi omo aye ewo high street so just close to the base Eben road kakra enye road ni finfin omo kra no the police invited them as regional secretary and I'm paying for a come on. We make sure say some kwadana nyina will report to the police. No mo control statement ni ade. Next person, there is discipline and order. Make us say, anka to me, I cry ya obeka say ye wo power nte. E mrebi atwemo e beka say mamonko. You be challenge the authority of the police. And then ente sabio. Enti media mandi hu ya pa. And you be sray papa, the Speaker of Parliament. Say adie na ye white, omuka say ye white. Say wakwada na nya oya adie na nya kasi nenim. Because one year is ye won kwada omo hwe ye. Omo sua ni ayeye. Omo so ye prima nyama bi say ikoso a that bi no obeka say oh say asimasi ye yanka hwe ntimi so me ya normal. Ye di nyama bi adi agrosa abnormal things no ya ye normal wo ye krom ha. Uye MP sebi unwa nyame. Ye mai ye di mra na ebu mai fe buoma police. Se police for ye omodjuma mommo kwan na omonye omodjuma. Eya mi party for no bi. Ini omunya ntokwane ade. Se police no na djuma na oye. Se wa ye ade na nye yi a udi pa no cho. Wantie wa se police station ono wo akọ. Na yen hwe na yen dicase na chi. But young crofo wo power am for say no no. Inti police no na oye na djuma no kra for say e was all structured. This is not good for your republic no. Inti e be sre say ye nua no say police are inviting now onko court police. Police are charging no onko court.
So no more a lawyer.
Right. Into no on the mrapa na niemu ye ni nyina ye ni down.
Okasa ni da ho asasai.
Eni down ne se ye nyina ye wo momam case no wo court nti min kan assembly. And now the national chairman of the NDC ni recording bi by Sembe na was a recording mu. Say omo be magana ye ungovernable. Say omo ma be nya na subjui. Aren't we all in this country when the NDC in their green book say Rose we gonna ha nyino moye. Ne ba na say na ne the old call leading demonstration just to make the MPP unpopular to say MPP near Rose nyina we Ghana. There is no government that can construct all roads within 8 years. And to me see. And we must be real. The NPP ya ba bemui just a one person be kan kware. But ushan nyeme koso ya bro no so ya communities everywhere you will see infrastructural development happening. In these are 5 years. Who compare roads ye MPP no the NDC 8 years a trade muko yen and be 5 years ba power ni roads meanwhile they came to tell Ghanaians say ya green book here ya cry Rose wo Ghana ha nyina ya hwe aye ni nyina.
The rate is quite reasonable if you compare your policy rating and treasury rating now above form nya kebeba form asinse nemu no be in a banking sector no ekwan you see here housing normally ya ka se be yi yentimi incomplete no secretary was credit no when no obia you bit identify obia the risk nti ukoji besia to say the no abochi no ka ho no ye hwe wan kasa personal risk na etimi ama risk premium na sisi no obi baje loan kwampa to trace mpakore na akwakoye de nti o se putu ni na composite risk near the boom na etimi no yemu modern says our house number no yema digitization na ekoso no yentimi identify enipa ewo eman mu bebia obia te no yembo modern ni yentimi ho obi oba beje loan bia o bank bia yentimi enye proper KYC na banks no so yentimi share ideas as if say we are competing until last 4 years we had one company that's all your company odupu most of the banks several banks because the banks were not sharing information not yet share ideas so until yentimi share information can the reference bureau ni wo hono yemfa omo de kan dey omudi nko hono ni yentimi identify omo ya risk no so that you bit me avoid this composite risk premium no nema lending rate no and you yentimi dey yentimi emra form I will leave the debt issue and the budget.
Let's go on it. Quick one now.
On the debt issue.
Maybe 5 minutes. I mean for 5 minutes.
All right. On the debt issue, no, yes. Basically, no, yabo. And this is from so ebobi. Now, my historical perspective of the debt. Ghana had more yabo. As to the wabo saying, obini there. Yakasi yaka na in some baby. Yahwe tama yenua tama Rollins fi aban so na debt na ewo hono mo the Rollins there one bobisia yejuma na 2.8 into no kofo e buy on so e fi aban so no na e 8 billion and buy Atamiris buy no oben health is 8 billion no na your president yin so buy Mahama so buy the time Mahama every aban mu no na so na loan na 122 billion to say the honorable acquaintance Ekano that was 2016 yan so ya ba aban mu no from 122 no as at last year no na 291 as we speak is 334 billion okay to say the acquaintance kind perfect now
percentage increment.
Maybe absolute percentage increment from Professor Tamiris and President Mahama. 8 years rule. 9 to 122 billion. Am I 1,221%?
1,221%.
Okay. From 2017 up to date, we have grown the loan portfolio by 173.7%. 173.3%.
And Professor Mills and Mahama was
1,221%. So, in terms of dollar, so 8 year period, normally they are 204%. Here they are 98.59% for the 5 years in MPP.
In terms
of dollar
increment.
Yes. Into a child said there's a factor. Ama sidino component either akoso, and that is the depreciation rate. Let's look at the depreciation rate over the 8-year period. Depreciation of the cedi to the dollar no equals to 358%. 358 because at that time the dollar to the cedi was 0.93. At the time they were leaving office, the dollar was 4.26 to a dollar. Here nearby, see as we speak, say 6.1, 6.2 from 4.26 to 6.2 no, it's 43.36%. Until 358 and about 50%, your loan makes it no 50% foreign currency. Tabisiano. Now what sounds when to me manage economy ni ye. Now must see need to be depreciated within 8-year period 358%. That is average of more than 25% per annum. They said, what has also added? Ama debt na day etimi akosoro. So this is the historic perspective. From 9.2 to 122 is 1,221%. And MPP has increased the loan portfolio by 173.3%.
NDC kase omo bosiano boy no sikana aka etua ho ka modi entua ka.
What is the justification?
Debt servicing and remuneration.
Let's look
borrowing
at,
to pay.
Let's look at the debt structure in terms of risk. At what rate na NDC for a boss loan? In a structure no na it is saying a long maturity period.
Okay.
Ukasi will put your loan within 3 years. It will put pressure on the local economy. Because a bedroom hormone, now you have to fall on the local economy. Now to borrow from the treasury bill. And the banks, bonds now will be added to treasury bill. Because government, borrow, investment, the private sector, so far. And 2017, let's restructure the whole debt. Do we have a restructure of the entire
10 years,
debt?
15-year period.
You see, but it comes also with a cost. I agree with him. So if you look at your loan, your income portfolio now, the tier compensation and interest rates on loans, it's a very bad structure. But and then do like we all said, you can't have money. You see, expanding what the tax base.
Why didn't?
Yeah, why did the tax base? Yeah, can what can be? Joy upholstery on your tax. Mason for me was me see me fear mark of a big contractor. Mefa mason, mefa carpenter. How many are they not paying the tax? Quarry companies, most of them they are not paying the taxes. So this year say you widening the tax base now. Sana ya hwehwe. Enye abayadwuma no kakra na de bia no na ye tuatu tax. Even if it is 1 cedi a day kra na, you more than say beje. Joton normal work kwan chen kra no say 10 cedis kra no betua pa. You more than ni ntimi nya. So that you bit reduce the burden on the government. It was taxes so. That is on the debt. On the budget. On the national, the State of Nation address and the media and budget review now. It was so fantastic.
But you're wrapping up now onto me, Bremo.
So I should hold on with the budget.
We are almost done. Our time is 9:32.
Budget near here the media no. You buy no a surprising this for cry of parliament because there was nothing like budget stressika additional expenditure no. Yeah, stressika BBR. Now, if you're over there, sir, your GDP growth, inflation, interest rate, their reserves, and no one can you're building up. No, make sure that NDC can boast with even one economic indicator or multi abomoding as in MPP. Okay. The only thing they did was somewhere 2010 or 11, GDP growth 14%. However, between 2013 and 2014, they also recorded the lowest GDP growth in this country.
Thank you very much.
2%.
2%. Mami Tio Hakenas.
Backsliding.
And then if me what time we are probably 3 minutes.
Don't worry. Nice ideas. When it comes to ideas on paper, MPP is numero uno. Practicality, it becomes. You are trying to say there in 2021 mid-year budget. As I say, you shocked NDC. We were not shocked, but because we know there were hidden figures. As I say, I'm asking no when. Ibe abide in a run budget deficit almost 11% before. It never happened in this country. They did. They blamed it on COVID, right?
COVID, yes.
No, you blamed meanwhile the COVID in Yesikao. That 3 billion. Yeah, that should have sustained you. You got money. What did the government spend during COVID? Another because we were not raking in more revenue. Look, they ran in terms of the way they are record setters. What they've done, nobody has done it before. It's the same way the negativity too. They've done it. Meanwhile, in a serious country like Kenofurata should be in jail by now.
Wow. Why?
Because our laws were specific. You don't need to
go past 5%.
5%. The moment you go beyond 5%,
physical stability.
Yes.
No. And he did 11.
He did 11.
Yeah, no,
not even 10.
No,
yes. you establish it.
Yes.
It's a beautiful act.
We gave a reason.
But it's law.
It's law.
We gave a reason. We gave a reason.
Which reason?
The COVID Act. The COVID pandemic.
I can't money to buy food, so I have to go and steal and eat. It's a reason. But does that make stealing legal? No. Hell no. It's at the end of the day, value for whatever. You see, you are talking about the quantum. You are talking about 1,000 and something percentage rise in debt and whatever. Let's talk about quantum of money. Forget about the percentage and rise and that kind of thing. Always trying to hide the things. There is it.
The amount involved.
Yes, the amount involved. When I was leaving, all I know is when I was leaving power, Ghana's total debt is 122 billion. For 8 years. When I was leaving, I added more, but it became 122. Whether it was small or what, I brought it to 122. Forget about the percentage.
You have put it 330.
334. 334 so can and at the end of the day Emi now one of Musa.
I was here for my
3 minutes no 1 hour.
The time is I jump gra.
3 minutes.
Who that say?
Oh. We have. And clock no me chini.
What time is so I was not first to say, we are coffee, MP for Appalachia East. I don't know what Aquarius tell you. I always have a wonderful time here this morning. Me pancho, Sunday, Debbie, and Wednesday, Opa say, you know, to train Como. Send the WhatsApp video. We have video now, send you a car and no WhatsApp video, no, my baby, number no ma hono ma dey aba sro bomode ne se no so we ni say ya no watwa video wo kwan nsuo baby na problem wa send it 0550 596 that's right here I'm out.